Welcome back everyone to TCG Card Shop Simulator, and welcome back to my store, Art of the Cards. In between episodes, I did have a little move around in the back to save these machines from being a bit cramped. I've got 6 in like a mini island. There is a bit of wasted space in the middle there, but I can't really do much with it. So this will do for now. I've got 3 cards across here, so that's 9, and I've put the other 2 into this corner. Now, at level 85, we will unlock this, so that should be this episode, and then it allows me to move stuff back, possibly even gain an extra card machine in. I've had a bit of a sort around with the shelves and stuff. This is still a shelf I'm trying to empty, so that will get me a bit more space in here. Because we have now got 11 machines, each one takes 2 cards. So I've got 4, 8, only 16 cards on there, and I'm going to need 22 boxes. Now I have 2 people that's allowed to take these out of the 5 that I've got doing the machines. But yeah, I will need to increase my card limits or just allow everybody to do everything. Happy with this. We've still got a couple of spaces down here because there's a couple of products we didn't unlock in the last one. And also I did manage to get everything we had already unlocked onto the shelves. Got 2 spaces down there for the 2 products that's still to unlock. I'll do that in this episode. We started putting some of the, I think them tabletop it's called, and then random shelves that I've got nothing on. I've just put some of the legendary boxes on just so that I'm not empty. And the plushy corner, this is probably not going to be my final layout, but it'll do for now. So a nice little shelf in the corner and a statue next to it. So let's get started straight on the shop. We do have some cards out here to do, so let's do this. And I can't remember what this one was. Well, we've got a couple of 10s in there, 3 10s, 3 8s, and 9. I don't think this was the ghosts, what we were sending back out. So this was just one I was trying to get different numbers. So that's not too bad. The Magnolias in the black at the bottom, I've got a 10, a 6, and an 8. And the white ones both come back as 8s. We'll have a look in the album, see how that is. So we'll just have a look now. Okay, I'm looking in the wrong menu. We should be looking under graded cards because that was graded we just had back. Then look under type. I thought something wasn't going right with the card, so we want to skip through until we get to the ghost. So first we want to have a look at the Magnolias White, which are down here. So we've currently got the 10. We've got a 9 and we've got an 8 and we got another 8 which we've just picked up now. And then we'll have a look at how we're doing with the black ones. So we've got a 10. A couple of duplicates there we can get onto the table at some point today. We've got a 9, an 8, a 7 and a 6. So I still need 1 to 5, which are the hardest ones to get hold of. So unfortunately there's nothing I can really do with that. Do some customer trading, so I'm going to have a look at this. Oh, actually, let's get these machines done first. So we've got 2,000 in here. There's not going to be a lot, so I'm just going to skip it. Just have a look around because this is a bit more. Yeah, we've got 1,000, so we've got a gold fall in this one. 3,000 in here. Nope, nothing up to 1,000 on any of the pages. 1,400, that's not going to have anything, so I'm just going to skip. 3,000, let's have a quick look through. 1,700 on this page, so where is all the money? There you are. One to send out for graded later. Potentially up to 6,000. Not one of the big cards, but better than nothing. 4,000 on this page. Okay, we've got 1,400. Okay, 1,100 EX Giganite. And 1,400 on here, so we've got yet another, oh, Meganite this time, not a Giganite. And we've still got a few machines to go around. 2,000 in here is not going to really have anything, but just give it a quick scan. We did have a ghost on that page. Jack turn. 14,000. Come on, please start up with a ghost foil. We've got 12,000, so it's on this page. And unfortunately, there's no ghosts. But we have got a nice big EX foil pack at the bottom. We've probably got something else. I was expecting a bit more than that. These are about 1,200 to 2,000 each. Yeah, very nice. Start to the episode, and we've got 2 more machines over here to quickly do. 1,900's not going to have much. And 2,700, let's just have a quick scan through. Yep, nothing too much on there. We'll let them fill up all the machines, then we'll order the cards in. What have you got nice? Okay, so I have been looking, and somebody did a tremendously valuable post on the Steam forums about how to increase your maximum customers. And it seems like there's a couple of different ways of doing it. Decorations is one. Now, for each of these decorations you've got down, you can get a maximum of 5 customers if you have 100 unique. I've probably got about 10 at the moment, so I'm not really earning many customers off there. The second one is when you've got sort of decorations that's worth a lot of money. So I think this guy, the one outside, I think he was worth about £10,000. So the value of the decorations is divided by 20,000. That will give you how many customers you can have in. And I think it's like, I can't remember the exact total, but it does have diminishing returns. So if I was to buy this one, say this was £20,000, it isn't, I think it's a lot less. I would get 1 extra customer by having this one in here, just by the value, and then you would also have it by unique decorations. But if I was to buy a second one of those, I would only get half the amount. So if this one gave me 1 extra customer, the next one would only give me 0.5 customers, then 0.25, then 0.125, and it's diminishing return. So that will be applied for the same with these here. The first one would get me, I think, them £5,000. So I'll probably get like 1 customer or 0.1 customer from that one, but the next one would only give me 0.05. So it's a very interesting post. I will try and tag it down in the comments just so people can go through, because yeah, very interesting of how to increase your maximum. See, I'm going to do this because he's offering a graded card. So yeah, we need a lot of individual, unique type decorations. There's a lot of plants and stuff. So definitely putting plants into the shop is going to be a bigger one if you want to get your customer count up. Especially being I want to go above the 200 customers a day in the shop, which we are just slightly below at the moment. No real value for me doing that. Okay, we're sitting on £40,000. We already paid the bills off in the last episode. I did just see another customer trading come in. Nope, you're fine. We will start paying people bonuses once we can start going above the £100,000 just sitting in our balance. Then I'll start looking at giving people bonuses. Yeah, I've got 1,900. I don't need any more of that, buddy. I am also still paying attention to the tills, just to see if one person can cope with the tills. At the moment, that's not the case for me anyway. Okay, so we have 2 products in here that are not unlocked. Everything else we have unlocked, and every other menu we've unlocked as well. So I'm going to get the pocket pages, and we're going to get the card holders in, and I'm just going to put them into these 2 shelves here. And also, we need to order the product if we want to get it in the store. Just get 2 at the moment because I don't know how they're going to fit on the shelves. Okay, a couple of more customer trades. Nothing there. And nothing I need there. So yeah, some very interesting posts and people doing the maths behind it. Very thankful that the people out there work it out so I don't have to. So yeah, we're going to need a lot more products to fill that shelf. So let's get that sorted now. And please don't walk in front of me. So he's coming over to set the price. We get 2 for the back room. Okay, let's check on customer trading. 70 cards, I don't need it. And I've got 43 over here, so yeah, we'll accept that one. Even out the numbers a little. Let's get these on the storage shelf in the back. So we've got 1, 2 spaces. They can deal with the rest. And then we can get that last product unlocked, which would be you here. Again, just order the 2 to start us off with. Oh, customer trading again, 153. I'm going to ignore you. I'm looking for the one that's different, which would be this one with the red on. So we have now got all the tabletop products in the store. Just going to take one off there, just so I can get the back room shelf done. And let's just quickly get our scanner out. Just get one for the back room because there's quite a lot in the boxes. And I just want to have a quick once over on the shelves just to make sure nothing's too low. Now everything's looking good there. You're looking a bit on the low side. You can, with the bigger shelves, just run the products off the shelves. I like the storeroom, so I'm going to continue using the storeroom. And everything's looking good there. Let's just check that out. We do need to get some cards if we want to open up the machines later. Yep, I want another graded card there. And this is a great way for getting them low tier graded cards. Not a great price. I'll offer you 140 if you take it. Fine if you don't. That's all I'm offering. Okay, customer trading keeping me busy. We'll just even out the numbers a little. And before I forget about it, let's have a look in our card holder at the back here and see how much cards we've got. Still 165. So we don't need to do anything with that right this second. We'll let a couple of that clear down before I fill it up again. Tables are looking pretty good. Coming up towards the end of the day. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, looking very nice with the shelves full. And let's just make sure we have done all the other menu. I think we have. I know I've definitely done everything in this one. Yeah, everything in there's done. I think there is still a couple of things in here we're not currently stocking. Like, I think some of the card sleeves we're not stocking. Yep, we've got all the mats. And we've got all the books. Did we get all the figurines? Yep, we got all the figurines as well. So, now this is the stage of the game where we're going to start earning a lot of money. And our balances start going to go up and up. Because the only thing I've got left to unlock is the back room. And that's only every 5 levels. Which is very slow these days, we're leveling up. Let's offer you a decent price on that because you're asking an half decent. So let's offer you 1800. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that one. Could get some more big cards on the table because currently we've not really got that much. So let's just have a look at our graded cards and then look at our duplicates. See if anything comes under duplicates. No, I've got 10, 9, 8 and 5. So again, there's a lot of these ghost cards. We've got 3 or 4 copies. No, I don't think I want to sell anything on there. So let's have a look at the prices. No, there's nothing duplicate. We might have, we're not desperate for the money at the moment, so I might just wait until we get some duplicate cards. So you want to swap a 3,000 card for one nearly 4,000, but what's the maximum values? 11.2 on you, and this one could go up to 19. So yeah, that's a no-brainer. We'll do it. And it is already 9 o'clock on the first day. We'll just take that just to even out the value numbers. And I did delete the and get rid of the bulk box because in the last episode we did notice just wasn't helping us out any bit. So we just want to... Is everybody gone for the day? Customer trading. Yep, we'll try and get this one. Not a great price again. 1,200. I'll offer you 12.50, but that's it. Okay, you can go. So yeah, I want to get all these ordered when there's nobody in the store to actually fill up the shelves. So every day we've got a full collection. Yeah, 8,000 on that one. Have a look, because there's still... Okay, there's a couple of people here, and there's a couple of card games. So I'm just going to wait for them to go, and then I'll bring you back when it's ready. Okay, everybody's just gone for the day. Before I pass the day over, I just want to have a look at what grading's coming back. Oh, wow. I've got 3 empty slots and haven't been filling them up. We're going to have to get them sorted. Do we have enough cards to even consider just doing... Let's just go by Tetramon. Go by duplicates and see if I can just start sending my duplicates out, because I want to build up a collection. I've got a big one up there. We can do that. Let's have a look at how many destinies. If we haven't got enough, then I will just switch to the ice values. We do have some high value duplicates in here. Okay, so all our 1,000+ cards have gone now. These are just too low to send out. I haven't got enough to finish this collection. So for the moment, I don't have enough cards. And because we're not doing much with the Tetramons, with the Destiny, I'm just going to go by the highest price ones. 7,400 on that one. That's a very, very good card. I think this is the one with the ghost. Yeah, that's the one we're trying to get up. We're hoping for a grade 8. That's coming back in 2 days. So that'll be the last day of this episode. Let's go and fill these other 2 up. Okay, we've filled up another set. We'll send that one off. And then let me just deal with the last one. I'm going to have a look at my ghost this time. See if we've got any of those Magnolia cards. Or anything with a lot of copies. So we'll look at Magnolia first. I've got 2 copies up there. We'll send one of them off. That's the one I am the closest at the moment. And we've got 3 copies up here. So we'll send a couple of those off. And then we'll just go by our ice price cards. So I've got 6 copies of this. So we'll just send a load of them off. So that's the last batch of cards. And if you look at the service price, at the moment we're paying 1,600. For us to do the fastest service is a 2-day service. It would cost us 12,000 to send it off. We are getting to the point where we can start doing that for any ghost cards I want to get filtered around the system quick. Try and get them graded up to a grade 10. But we're not quite rich enough for that. So we're stuck at the 1,600s. So gradings have all been done and it's going to be a couple of days for the next one. So let's get that report now. Yeah, still sitting at that 192 visitors once we got rid of the bulk box. If we put decorations down, I think I need probably about another 10 decorations to move me up to another customer coming into the shop. And unlocking the back room will also help me out, add an extra customer on as well. 55,000 experience. We only open the machines once in a day. And we come out with a profit. We paid the bills off, did our ordering. 55,000 on the card table, and we didn't really have too many big cards on there. So machines are all ready, so let's go and get that done, and then we'll allow the people to come in and start filling them up. So 5,000 in this one, nice. 1,000 on the front page, 757, not quite enough for grading, and 2,000 on here. So what have we got? 300 there, 1,300 here, 400 down there. So you're big enough for grading. A Telemryu in EX foil. And 1,100 on the last page, but it's a lot of 200 and less cards. 2,500, I'm not expecting much out of this. 800 on the back page with a ghost at 400, and it's another Magnolia. Seems to be the ghost we're getting the most of. 1,200, I'm not expecting a lot in there. No. 400's the ice page. 4,000 in this one. Okay, we've got a 1,300 on here. 300 there, a 200 there. So I'm not going to have anything else above 1,000. We've got a God pack in the middle there, which is EX. And a £300 at the bottom. Not bad, but not the cards I'm looking for sending off for grading. 200 in here. Not going to be a lot. Okay, 1,000 on this page. You've got a 520 at the top and a 136 there. Look into the other machines. 2,300. Yep, nothing worthy of grading. And we've got 4 machines left. Okay, 4,000 on this page. We have got just a standard full art card there, but we have got a full art foil here, up to 17,000. Very nice, worth 2,600 and an £800 card as well. 2,000, not expecting a lot again. Couple of pages of 500, that's about it. And we have 2 more machines, and then I'm going to let everybody stock everything up. 2,700. Okay, we've got 1,000 on this page. You down the bottom. Matheny. Only 680, but it might be a duplicate we can put on the table throughout the day. And the last machine, 2,900. But nothing too great in this batch. But that EX full pack in the first batch, we can't grumble at today's look. Definitely better than it once was. So let me have everybody to bring everything in and stock up the machines, and then I'll bring you back and we'll start the shop. Okay, I've ordered in enough stock. All the machines are filled up, so I'm just going to start on with the day, because they will have no filling up to do in the shop because it's already been done. Our guys have just been running around doing the prices. And let's just have a look and see if we've got any more cards. Still 157 in there. So we want to be on the Destiny, and we'll keep the same parameters between 400 and 1,000. Up to 300 cards in here, but this figure should be going up all the time because we're just going to be opening up more and more machines. Let's start off with looking at some of the graded, some of the customer trading. Not really a good price, so I'm just going to let you go. I am still considering putting sort of a trade code down the back here. If I wanted to do that, I'll probably need to get down to having 6 tables, not the 7. But the 7's been working really well for me. No, I think I'm okay with that. Let's come and have a look at the customer trading. Okay, grade 1s we're always going to take, even if it's not a good price. So let's offer 250, see if you can drop down a bit. Okay, that's a bit more sensible on your price. And because grade 1s are so hard to get hold of, I do want to make sure I get everyone that comes on customer trading. Yeah, shop's looking pretty good. It does look like I over-ordered on these. We've still got a shelf of these here. These are not clearing out at all. I am keeping my eye on them. But yeah, them just not selling. Just want that duplicate shelf to be gone. Everything else is just single products all the way across my whole system. We've got enough bulk still, I think, down here. Yeah, I've got plenty of bulk boxes. So I don't probably have to do them for another couple episodes. And our card container is full back up to the brim. Fantastic addition that was. So if there's not much happening in the shop today with the customer trades, let's go and get some more decorations down. We do want to keep enough money for the upgrade. If we have a look in shop 1, as you can see, I've done everything. And every time you do one of these upgrades, it seems to be about 1 to 2 extra customers that will allowed to come into your shop a day. So yeah, the next one here is going to be 18,000. So I want to make sure we've got about 20,000. And unfortunately, I've got no room in the back to put any more machines. Not without it being too cramped, and I don't like it being too cramped. Yeah, nothing we can do in there. So let's have a look at the customer trading. What have you got? Nice. Again, it's a graded card, so I want to grab hold of it. You're asking for a fairly good price? Yep, we'll get that one. And no, I've got 1 and 1, so unless it's a major boost in money or giving me a graded card, I do want to make sure I try and start building up a collection now of every card. Yeah, we'll even out them numbers a little. Again, that's a good grade up with price-wise, so I am going to accept it. Yeah, let's have a look at the decoration menu, and we want to go through the deco tab. Now, there was some nice gold ones we couldn't afford before, like this Minstar. So from what I understand, if I buy that, it's going to allow 1 extra customer to come into the store because it's the 20,000. Let's just buy it. Don't you want the customer trading behind? What have you got? 29. No. Now, we do have a star here. Let's move you out for now, and hopefully I can get that gold one in that position. It would look more fabulous. We can just put you down here. Ah, it will be in my decoration menu, won't it? We're looking for the gold version. There is some gold versions of other ones. Okay, it looks like the same size. Yeah, so there'll be like a gold fish and a gold pig, I'm pretty certain. We do have enough to be able to buy them. I might do that. No, no real advantage to doing that. And there's another one over here. No, no real advantage. Our machines are probably ready first, so let's go and do these. 28 minutes. Yeah, you're ready. And it is actually better if your machines are not all on exactly the same timer, because it makes it easier for you guys to fill up the machines. Yeah, a couple hours on them still. 7 minutes on you. You seem to be the least. So we'll just hang on here a second. 1,500, not a lot in here. Little boxes outside, those will be brought in a minute. About 30 seconds for the next one. Yeah, let's just have a quick look in that decoration menu. Oh, customer trading first. Yeah, want to get you. Not a good price, but we'll see if we can get it. Yep, 1,500, I'm happy with that. And what about you over here, bud? 2 and a 5 now. Don't really need it. Okay, decoration menu again. So we have a gold, the nanomite there, and we have the pygmy. So let's go with the pygmy. So if I buy all these 3 in this episode, from what I understand, that will give me 3 more in the shop. Extra people and potentially a 4th because of unique ones if I can get above that 20 in the shop. Again, I don't know all the maths on it. And nobody sort of questioned the guy who actually put the information up. So I'm assuming the information is correct. Otherwise, somebody would have soon jumped on and says, no, that's not right. This is right. And it does seem to be a bit of an older post as well. So it's been up there a little while. Yeah, you're not getting my graded. And I always do that. Go out there for them. Nope, nothing there. And let's go and get that pig down. Looks a bit more special, and we'll change you out in a minute once we've got the machines in the back done. 3,000 in this one. Fortunately, nothing above 1,000 on any of the pages. You're still getting loaded. Quick look through. We had 870 on one page, but the rest of it's not really too great. 2,000 in this one. Okay, we got over 1,000 on this page. Let's stop and have a quick look. 781 Muffler EX Rare in the corner. And that's the only one of note. 2,200. Nope, nothing too special in that one. Nearly 4,000. So we've got 1,500 there. We've got a Sludge Tox in EX Rare Foil. Another one we can send off for grading. Yep, that's it. A Ghost was on the last page as well. 2,000 in here. Nope, nothing good. 3,000 in this one. Okay, what have we got on this page? 230 and a 360. And we did everything here. Go and get them lights on before people start complaining. I should have until 6 o'clock to get it done. No advantage to doing that one, and I just lost out on the other trade. But that's fine. I've got 2 more machines. 2,300. And what have you got? Okay, nearly 6,000. We've got our first God Ghost pack. And we've got another Ghost down here, which isn't part of the pack. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, it might be the part of the same pack. Just a weird, it was split. And we had a full art God pack as well in there. And I'm not expecting anything else. Another Ghost on here. Okay, still a couple of machines to be loaded up. We'll let them deal with it because I want them to get the skills up. Talking of skills, we'll go around and have a look at everybody soon. And what have you got? Nice. Trading 1 for 1 now. If we just have a quick look at Clark. Yeah, he's a superstar. And then we'll just have a quick look at Lauren in comparison. Still very quick. Just nowhere near as quick as Clark is. Because he's a native very fast at doing the job. So his stars are only going to make him better. Nope, nothing really too great here. So let's just have a look at what your skills are. So you're only 2 and 3 and you do the till all the time. So you're leveling up really, really slow. And because I forgot to send off a lot of the grading in the last episode, it does mean we haven't got much grading coming back on this one. And what have we got? We got 20,000. We've hit level 85, so the most important one to get for me would be the upgrade in the back room. 18,000. And shop level 90 is the next one. Again, we're getting 50,000 experience. It's going to be maybe 450,000 to get to 90. So yeah, it's probably going to be like 3, maybe 4 episodes before we get the next upgrade. So it's all going to slow down now. But that's good. I've got nothing to spend on money on except for decorations and treating people in the shop. And buying cards, of course. But if you do think about it, we've got 11 machines going at the moment. Each one takes a box, so it's 22 boxes. And if we was to just have a quick glimpse, say, the top tier boxes we do, which would be the Destiny Legendary, I would need 22 boxes at 600. That's about 14,000. If I was to put nothing but Legendary in every machine, that would be about 14,000 to get every one of those machines topped up every single day. And that's where a lot of our money's going to be going into now, is into the machines in the back to try and earn us some more cards to then give us stuff to sell in the shop. Having a quick look around, make sure everything's started. You're probably on the last machine. Just want to see what you are. 3 and 4 stars. He's getting there. What about Axox? He's genuinely a fast person. So if we look at him very fast in everything, yeah, he's up to 4. And they do turn into red stars eventually. He's up to 4 as well. And I will need to put another order in before the next day. Okay, what have you got? Nothing I need. Why is there a random box in the middle of the shop? Must have been somebody just dropping it to go home. Yeah, no real advantage to doing that. And this is the issue you have if you've not got... You've only got Clark on the till. Clark's going to leave. You would have to deal with all these customers at the end of the day. So I'm just going to give her an ant until the day's finished. There we go, another customer trading coming in. Grade 9, yes, I'll gladly take that. Let's just offer you 54. Really close to market value, you should accept. Make sure all the machines are going. They are. So let's get another order in, ready for the next day when we open up the machines. Okay, that order's just gone in. And that's roughly how many cards we need to put into the machines every single day to keep it going. How is the shop doing? Has everybody gone? Let's just kick you out. What do we get? 261 experience off each one. But she has left now, so that's telling me that neither one of these are going to buy anything. Which is correct. There's a lot of space on the card machine, so I'm just going to start up the day, get the report, and let Terence come and fill up the cards while they're bringing all them cards in from outside. So what did we get? 65,000 on that day. Very nice. We got 990 visitors. I want to see the end of the next day in the shop, see if that can get up closer to the 200. But I do want to get one more of those those £20 gold figurines in the shop. But we need to pay the bills off on the next day first before I worry about that. Didn't have a good day on the card tables because we haven't really got anything of value to put on there. Now, day 84 should be the one where we've got the graded. Have we got that ghost foil come back? Well, first things first. 12,000 in bills. I can afford to pay that and still have enough to send off another batch of cards. Drum roll. Da, 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 da. It's gone back down. So it was a 7. Now it's a 6. Not great. Okay, so they are actually filling up the shop. So let's open up some machines. Okay, 1,400 on this page. We can get some like £3,000 or £4,000 cards or more. I'd love to be sending them off with the ghost, and I will put it on a 2-day service then. But we would need to get a little bit of money in the shop. So 8 minutes on you, so that's 8 seconds. Okay, you're now ready. 6,300. Okay, 4,300 on this page. Which one is the one that's sticking out? So I've got 2 big ones down here. Toximuck in EX foil. And a Telemryu in EX foil as well. Okay, so the wall did move back. How do I want to do this? I mean, I could have the card machines up that corner. Let's just put you in the shop for a second. And you as well. Let's see if there's any way we can do this back room that's looking a bit more sensible than it is. So we do have to get on there quite often. We could put the comic books. This can't come any closer, if I remember right now, because of this here. We could just move you onto the very back. Could rotate you around like that. That might be an easier way to do it. I don't really like the shelves being offset. Okay, so we might have to do that the opposite way. Get you right up the corner, we'll lose a little space there. I think that's right on the corner. Move you around here. We could put a single shelf in that corner. Well, we do currently have that one overflow shelf that's just sitting here doing nothing. Don't think I've actually gained any room for any more machines. But we can at least have these across the back wall here. Not that crammed because I can still get to it fairly easy here, so I don't mind that. And I can't. We could probably put one here. Probably gain that one space here by having one on the end, or I could have just... What else have I got with 2 spaces? Plushies are over 3. Books are over 3. I could actually put the plushies into this corner here. Yeah, let's have a bit of a move around. Because the plushies are taking up 3 shelves, I could put 3 shelves out and a machine on the edge. So which one would I want? Yeah, I'll have the older ones up in the corners. Because those are the ones that's going to be used less. I'm going to say you should fit into there. I've just took you out the space. Just while nothing's happening, let's make sure we open up these machines so they can fill them up. Just while I'm having a little bit of a move around. Okay, all the values on here. Another good ghost pack. Should be a couple of more machines ready. 6,000 in this one, that's nice. Okay, 2,600 on the last page. Okay, Moz kit. £1,000 in EX foil. And an EX foil down there. It does seem to be our most common card these days, EX foils. At one point it was all gold foils. 1,300, I'm not expecting a lot out of this. No, nothing in there. 2,900. Might have a £1,000 page. We do, but it's just a couple of gold foils. You're done. There's another one here ready. 2,000. I'm not expecting a lot of anything less than 2,000. 1,000 I'm just going to skip. It's not even worth spending your time doing it. I've got 2 up in that corner that might be ready. This wall will be a bit hard for people to get to. Only 1,600, so I'm going to skip it. Okay, we had a page of 1,000. 133 there, 654 there. Okay, so let's finish doing this. So, plushie. Actually, let's put you there a second, then I can move these round. Until I know where I'm actually going to be putting these. You should go into that space. Move you out. Come on, snap. Why are you... Okay, just does not want to snap there, but I got it to snap in the end. We could move you 2 out. So you was the later numbers, the other one was the early numbers. Let's get you out first before I try and get the other one in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, Yeah, we said we'll put the early ones up in the corner. And again, I've got no real plan for the back room. It's just trial by ear. Just find something that works. And that's the last of the mats. And we have this random shelf that's got to go maybe somewhere over here. We sort of got more room in the middle of the room. I could easily get these shelves in the middle because you can get around these a lot easier than these and have the big machines all the way along the edge. Do want to do that? Not certain I do. Don't want to move that machine because he's still trying to fill it up. Okay, we've got another machine here that's ready. 4,000. Another God Ghost pack. How did I miss you? Okay, they all seem to be on the same cycle now. So what I was thinking of doing is sort of... Okay, you don't snap on the edge. How does that look? It's not terrible. Definitely needs to be moved over a little, but people can get to these shelves, get to these shelves. Machines on the edge. Do another stack of 2 sets of 3 there. That will be all this racking out the way. I think I need another unlock really before I can do anything more with the rest. We could definitely... No, because you won't fit in that space. You're just a little too long. You're not going to be here for long. You're just in my overflow. I wish I'd have had the plushies here right next to this. And I can get 2 more machines. A little bit crammed there, more than I want, but I've got 2 machines in here before we can do that again. So now we've made room for 2 more machines. That's good. Let's get the shop opened up. Have a quick look at how the cards are looking because I am going to have to order them. And if nobody's got anything to do, they can bring the stock in. Just have a quick glimpse across the back, make sure nothing's too empty. We'll just order them too. A little bit of a top-up order. Wow. I did not realise all my money had just gone. That was a big amount of ordering we've just put into the back. I might not have enough to get that last gold one in this episode. It would be a shame if I only managed to do 2. But we are trying to do everything we can to get more customers in. More customers equal more money. And they should have had plenty of time filling up all the cards on the table. Just want to have a quick look at my graded. Let's come out that menu. And look by price. Is there anything that's standing out that I don't mind getting rid of? Probably chuck you down. I haven't really got many more cards on. Yeah, we've got no big cards on here whatsoever. Yeah, 23,000. That'll be a nice bit of pocket change if it comes in. What have you got? Nope, nothing I need. And you over here. Yeah, I do want to get you. And he's asking a good price, so let's just pay the 59. Shelves are all looking pretty good across the board. And we will do something with these. Like I say, I was thinking about putting it in the very big unit. So this one right at the very bottom of the list. We will get access to it in 10 levels, which is probably going to be another 4, maybe 5 episodes before we can get this. Not a big fan of it being so far down the list. with its level wise because it puts it out of reach of a lot of people. But what I'm thinking is you can put something all the way around the ring there. Don't think it will tell me how much it is until we actually could unlock it. I think it's 24 spaces if I remember right. So what I'm thinking of doing is we've got 18, 19, and then we could probably put something else in the centre. Maybe something like bulk boxes. Because I'm currently not doing the bulk boxes for the Tetramons. So we'll have a lot of cards just sitting in there. I could literally box up many of those. No real advantage to doing that one. Still the bouncing issues happening when I turn round. You can see some of the products bouncing off the shelves. That's a new bug that come in. It wasn't here at any point in the past. What about you? What have you got? No, plenty in the back. Just need somebody to come out and fill them. But we have had everybody doing the card machine, so the shop does take a little while to get it filled up throughout a day if I'm doing all the card machines as a priority. Not a great price, but we'll try and get it. Okay, I'm surprised to get that for 1,500. I can't believe how fast our money went down. And we did pay off the bill, so that's one good thing at least. We didn't do the Grady by 1 o'clock. I forgot all about it. Let's go and do it now. So we needed that Wemby. That's got to go on. Okay, we've got a batch all at 1,500 plus. I was going to pay for the good service, but if it's only like 2,000 or 3,000 cards, I don't think it's worth it. We'll stick with the 4-day. Just means it's going to take longer to try and get that card all the way up to a 10. Don't know if it's even possible. It's a lot to expect 4 upgrades and no downgrades. I do like this one over here on the left, so I'm just going to accept that. I really need somebody to come and buy that big card. We are currently selling our cards at 20% above market price, and the shop is 10% above market price. No real value. Have a look in the back. Maybe some of these card machines might be ready, which they are. 4,000. Okay, we got 1,500 on this page. A couple of 200, 300 pound cards there. And then a lot of 50s. And the other page had something good. 300 there. So there's going to be nothing grade worthy. Yeah, nothing in there really worth spending my time on. Could move these machines together. I'm deliberately leaving that space to get 2 more machines in. I think for now you don't need to be there. We'll put you back over here for the moment, just so it's not crammed. Got to get it exactly picture perfect to get in there. Pixel perfect, shall I say. 4,000. Let's see what we got. 2,500. Okay, big card up here, 2,000. It's better than most of the stuff we've got in our album at the moment. Any more? Yeah, you're ready. 1,500. You're loaded up. 4,000 on the back here. Okay, another God Ghost pack across the top. Going to be all the value in that one. Another one here, nearly 4,000. Okay, 1,800 on this page, so we've got just a standard foil pack on a God. Everything there's done, you're done. You've got an hour. You've got 10 seconds. Let's go and get the lights on and I'll come back through. What have you got nice? So trading hasn't been too spectacular on this day. We've done some upgrades in the shop. I do want to see what my number is. Okay, 3,700. 2,000 on this page. 1,600 at the top. I do want to see what my numbers are for the maximum amount of customers we've got in the shop. 2,700. Okay, we've got 1,000 on this page. Another full art pack. Nope, nothing else. You're ready? Yep, nothing at all of value in there. Nope. It's a bit too close, my man. 2200. No. So we had that one big EX full pack to start us off with. The rest haven't been too spectacular. Some of these machines haven't been filled. I'm just wondering what everybody's doing. Well, one random card pack. Let's give them an hand. What is Zachary doing these days? Okay, he's up to red stars now. So he sets prices and restocks cards. Nothing there of value. What about you? No. Everybody's in my face today. And not worth me doing anything with that. It is quite busy, the shop is today. Nice to see. Terence is really doing his job by filling up these cards. Zachary's helping him out when he finishes doing the prices for the shop. We have sort of recovered our money a little bit. We're back up to 16,000. You're not having my grade. Just make sure I did all the machines because I think there was still some. Okay, so that one's been done now. So those were all ready for the next episode. You're doing that one. Okay, we did miss one. 1,500's not going to have anything, so skip that. You finished that now. Okay, so I'm just loading up the last few machines and then they'll go back to the shop and then I can put an order in of these at the end of the day. You're asking an half-decent price. Let's see if we can go a bit lower at 1,200. Yep, I'm happy with that one. What have you got? Nice, yep. I want to get this one. I'll offer you 40, see if you'll accept. Thank you very much, bud. Where is Lauren? What are you doing in the back, Lauren? Refill centre. Oh, okay, so she must have been refilling the scent. No real advantage to doing that. And there is a mechanic in the game I didn't even know was there. And the more stinky people will come in first thing in the morning and last thing at night. That wasn't something I was aware. I mean, I've seen them coming in all the time. But I still can't believe we're still on the medium machines and we've got no need to upgrade it. Yep, I'm going to do this. Because I want more of them grade ones. And in between episodes, I do check in my collection, see how close we are to the next set. Because I am trying to get this achievement all the way from 1 to 10. And if we're desperate for money, we've got like over 70,000-80,000 pound on the card there. Yeah, let's try and get that, but you're not asking a good price. Offer 16. That's fine. At least I got it. Just want to make sure everybody's got the timers going. I think that could be nice, having all my products on one side and having all the card machines on the other. Okay, another one here. Clark has gone for the day by the looks of it. So look how the machine is at the back over here. Down to 82, so we've had some good card days. That was up to nearly 300. It's either that or some of the cards are getting lost. I don't know which one it is. So let's just fill everything in that tier between 1,000 and £40. We would have picked some more off the machines. Yep, back up to 300 now. But if we're only selling like 70 to 100 a day, I don't know how that drops down from 300 to as low as it does after a day in the shop. Is there a chance that the people's having cards and picking up? Because you do see them walking from here to the back, pick up cards, and then you see them place multiple. Is there a chance that because they've got it on the inventory, when they finish for the day, do they not go and put the cards back? If that's the case, then you are losing cards. I will have to keep a close eye on that in the next episode. And we are nearly at 86, so we've had a pretty good day. Let's get rid of you. Just because Lauren wants to go home. We do still need to upgrade these tables to the better tables as well. And I was tempted to just buy this, but I need money for products in between episodes. Because otherwise, I'm not going to be able to load the machines up when I open them at the start of the next episode. So yeah, I've got to keep that money, unfortunately. We'll get the gold. I think it's Minstar. No, that's Minstar. It'll be... Never remember the names of these. Nanomite. So we'll get the golden Nanomite in the next one. And then we'll get the Wormgull, I think, as well. And then move the Lup up into another place. Just a shame there isn't a gold version of Dracoonix yet. Some of these shelves are looking a bit empty as well. But yeah, let's get that report and see how we did. Did we hit the 200? 192. Well, we're not below 190, so that we're keeping consistent. I just think I need a lot more decorations, a lot more valuable decorations for me to hit that 200 customers a day in the shop. So yeah, only 11,000 on the card table, 11,000 in the shop. Not great. It is what it is. Card sold. 103 cards sold on this day. Bought items, bought cards. Oh, actually, I think I've been looking at the wrong stats. I've been looking at this for the amount of cards selling. It isn't. It's this one. But yeah, that must be what's selling. That would make a bit better, but it wouldn't tell me why I've gone from 300 down to 60, 70 cards, what we had in there. I'll look back on the episode, but there might be a bug. There was a bug before where cards was getting deleted, the box for putting on card tables, and they did say they fixed that. Maybe they haven't fixed it as good as they thought. We paid our bills off. We come out with a little negative, but overall, it was a good, profitable day. And I think that's where I'm going to be calling this episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. I'll see you all again soon. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching.